Hello, welcome everybody to Fallout 404, Vault 404, Survivors Not Found. Second episode. We've got Polly in this week. Howland had to pop out, unfortunately, right before we were going to come in, so unfortunately that's the thing, but we do have Polly. Hopefully one day we'll get our forecast.
Yeah, well, I'm glad. I'm glad to make it, and I'm glad to be bringing back one of my favorite characters, who I'll introduce whenever the time is right.
Yeah, and for those that have been here for a while, you'll recognize the name. Yeah.
It's almost like they show up all the time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's almost like Polly plays the same character every time.
If you let me, I do.
And I'm not the GM, so that's our overseas issue, not mine.
Hey, I like the character.
Yes.
Just because you struggle to deal with her.
No.
That's right. We'll see how this goes here. You're the overseer around here, huh? All right. Well, we'll see if you can oversee me, huh?
So just a couple of things. We're on YouTube at the moment, so you can do like, subscribe, and all the bits and pieces, and it helps our algorithm. Press the ticks and all the bits and pieces. It does help with our views, so please. We have a ton of other content in our backlog. We've been doing this for 6 years, and the artwork that is done for this show is done by Hidekiri Chibi. You can check out their work at bestokecc.com.au. We might be able to get Silenscape done in post-editing. I don't know. It's a bit weird editing on YouTube at the moment, but we might be able to get it. I'm still struggling to get it done live. And that we're doing this in Roll20, though you won't be seeing maps. We're using the Roll20 interface because we are Roll20 ambassadors, and it works for us, and it does everything we need it to do. I think that's everything.
Nope. Content.
Now there's more.
Yeah, seeing this is the same, mostly the same group from like the alignment, and added Polly on top of that.
That's right.
We might have a bit of a content warning, drug use, sexual references, innuendos,
Yeah,
gore.
just put out the warning. Yeah, just get it out of the way.
It's the Fallout
I would
universe.
just put out the warning,
We're going to have giblets. We're probably going to have explosions and slavery and all kinds of things in this world. It's just the world that Fallout is. And if you're not up for adult things, maybe watch it with the sound down and still leave a like and subscribe.
Yes, thank you. And that we also have active trackers now for the for our ability points. We've currently got 7 on the player's side, and we've got 5 for the GM side.
Actually, that'll be 4 because MJ's not here. Oh, Helen's not here. So let's take that one down. Exactly.
What a shame. So introductions or just jumping in? What do you think?
Let's get right into it. Look, I'm raring to get out there.
All right, let's get straight into it.
Yeah, I mean, this wasteland is... and look, I don't like it any more than you do, but we got business to handle here.
We did leave our group of survivors having returned to Sponicberg after a successful mission of removing an ant problem from one of the local farmers. They received their rewards for completing the mission, and it is now getting dark in the sky, and it would be best if they found a place to stay for the night.
I mean, we're still, I think, probably, because I know Harry was like doing a communal dinner when you entered it to. Hey, Harry, is there a place we can settle down for the night?
Harry says, yeah, just the hotel is open. Go see Boxcars. He'll set you up with a place to sleep.
All right. Thank you kindly.
And he says, I'm even performing at the lounge there tonight.
Wait, you're a
juggle?
singer? What kind of music you sing? I'm a bit of a singer myself.
Well, unfortunately, Shireen's not with the group.
Oh, so I was just talking to myself. I don't know why I do. I don't know why.
Shireen is in the
somebody
lounge
else.
at the hotel at the moment. It seems to be just her there waiting for tonight's entertainment, and she seems to be talking to herself. But
Sorry, that was a flashback where I asked you about that before, and I'm like, well, let me go see your show. No, I don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm hallucinating. Okay.
So I asked, you juggle?
he says, "No, I'm a singer."
Oh, don't really care for that for much.
Smoker, toker, midnight joker, that whole shebang.
Yeah, sure.
You shouldn't be
I don't-
toking. That's how things fall off.
Right. Well, we'll head over to the hotel and see if we can scrounge ourselves up some rooms.
I should know I'm a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
So you
So
head.
I've never encountered any of these people before. This is like a brand new. All right, that's
Yeah, they
awesome.
only met each other last
Okay.
episode.
In the last episode.
Beautiful.
Yes. And so you head over to the western side of town, past Castle Swanwick, and you can see that there's, on the western side of town, there seems to be like 5 cabins on the edge of town. One out the front says the Nipton Hotel on it, and it seems to be the main office. The others seem to be, one appears to be a lounge and the others are rooms.
And now enter the main office.
Mm-hmm. As you enter the office, a bell above the door dings, and you hear, "I'll be with you in a second."
All right, no rush.
You see that it is a small office with a counter and a few mailboxes and things behind, all pre-war, but it seems in for the wastelands, it's in any condition you would expect to find. That is good enough. And you can hear some squeaking as a man in a wheelchair comes out from within the office. I do have a picture of him for you. And he says, "Welcome to the Nipton Hotel. You here for a room?"
Yeah, I'll stay in the night.
He says, "Well, I have 2 options available for you. You can either stay in the common areas at 2 caps a night for a bed in the bunkhouse, or I have the honeymoon suite for 20 caps a night. It comes with a complimentary 5 old world coins that you can use for the vibrating bed."
Ooh, I do like some vibration.
I'll turn to Ingrid. You got a preference? I'm fine. Fine sleeping in a bunk with everyone else, but don't know if you care.
I was going to say the same thing. We can't take the honeymoon suite. We're not married. I'm not that kind of girl.
I can marry you. It's a perk of being a doctor.
I'm pretty sure that ain't what doctors do.
No, it's a perk. It's in my programming.
Now, what do I know then?
I'm very flattered that you would marry me. That's very flattering. But you see, I have to be focused on my career right now and getting to Mars. So I can't let entanglements or attachments get in the way of things. I'm sure you understand, Doctor.
Well, I
But-
think he meant he could do the ceremony, not that he was gonna marry you.
Either one, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I can't really help with the repopulation of Mars. So you might have to find someone else for that.
I'm just gonna put 2 caps down on the counter and walk to the common room. I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, he says,
Done.
please enjoy our entertainment tonight. Harry Convict Jr. will be singing for your pleasure. It actually starts quite soon.
Oh, he's not a juggler? Oh, well.
He literally told you he was a singer, not like 2 minutes ago.
Are you sure?
Yes. Aren't doctors supposed to be perceptive? Keep an eye on like patients and things. Why am I bothering arguing this? He's just gonna go to wherever he can to grab a seat, grab a drink, and relax for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to keep an eye on your patients when they're just like asleep.
Yeah, they do have. You can get shots of whiskey for a cap here at the lounge. One of the locals is behind the bar, and you can see as you enter there seems to be a lady in Brotherhood armor sitting.
Totally
In the
not
lounge.
dressed just for the occasion. Dressed, as if a battle is about to start. Yep, Brotherhood armor is right. The whole patch with the flag and everything.
Yeah, I think Isaac would make note of that. Sit down out of their direct eye line and buy a whiskey and just sit.
Is that a friend of yours? They also look militaristic.
Different military.
I thought all militaries were the same.
I mean,
Looks over really quickly and
Yeah,
if I hear you.
Shireen, you see walk in a lady in a vault suit, an old looking ghoul who is not here, an NCR ranger in a red beret and NCR armor, and
NCR.
a Mr. Handy
with a fancy hat and jacket, which she's not on because it's too warm at the moment.
All right. So they come in as a group. Obviously, I see the NCR guy. I see the the doctor, doctor who says all militaries are the same, and I am not interested. I move as far away as I can from them, and I don't know why I'm here. To watch this show from this guy.
Well, the reason that you've been hanging out in town, I will say, is that you know that the roads to travel aren't safe, and you've been waiting to travel them with some other people who might be heading to. You want to get to New Vegas, and you're waiting to hopefully find some people to travel the roads with.
Well, I'm looking for Okay, all right. So we're on our way. Okay, all right.
They're people.
I see. So, I'm just looking for strength and numbers at this point.
At this point, yeah.
All right, yeah.
You're in the south of Vegas, of the Mojave, and you know that you've got to get north.
All right. So suddenly the NCR guy's not looking so, offensive to me.
Yeah, you'd at least know that he knows how to handle himself.
Yeah, right. I'm looking for people that can handle themselves.
So if you're not bandits, you're in the same side, aren't you? I'll say to Isaac.
Who's this fucking guy here?
Pointing at the robot?
Yeah, okay. Hey, look, are you seem like a crew that can handle yourselves. I choke out,
Well, I am Mr. Handy.
So, are the three of you, or the two others here, or the three others here? Yeah, the robot can do whatever he wants, but are you on your way to New Vegas? Tell me you are.
Yes, to the brothel.
You see, that's a little complicated.
Well, I just came from there, so
To sum up the situation, we got points to the vault dweller. This one's trying to get to Mars. Points to the doctor. This one's trying to find some Braxis, something, and then points to the ghoul. And I don't know what he's about, and I don't really want to. It's weird, creepy. Don't quite care for him, but he's here anyway. And I suppose New Vegas seems to be the common point in all this.
So I look over at Ingrid, is it? And I say, you want to go to where? You want to go to Mars?
Yeah, I'm going to Mars. My friends here are helping me get there. They're my friends because they're not strangers anymore. You understand? But we're actually
Yeah.
we're still strangers. So why don't you tell me your
But she's not
name so we're not
married.
strangers anymore? And I'm not married.
You should-
I'm not sure why that's relevant, but I'm not married.
You've got a vault suit on, right? Yeah. So, okay. So I listen patiently while you keep talking.
And you see, I'm going to Mars because I'm at the very top of the scoreboard, and I've been working towards that for basically forever, ever since I can remember, to get at the top of that scoreboard so I can go to Mars. So my friends here are helping me get to Mars. I've even got a rocket. It's pretty little, but gonna
Wait,
use it to-
okay. We'll get to the rocket in a second, but okay. So, you vault dwellers, you get training in arms and like shooting, right? Or no?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course. I
Yeah.
wouldn't get to the top of the scoreboard if I couldn't do
Right.
that. I'm pretty strong, actually, and I'll like flex and show off my arms, which are pretty impressive. So yeah, no, of course. I can definitely handle my own.
All right.
You're lucky that
Yeah.
vault suits have a bit of stretch and give, or else you would have just popped the suit.
Okay, but forgive me. I wouldn't ordinarily ask this question, but what kind of a rocket ship do you have, and where is such a thing?
It's a red rocket.
Okay. I know it's really impressive. So I need you to close your eyes for just a second.
Yeah, it's going to be a great
I look
surprise.
around.
And I'm gonna pull out that little ridiculous teeny tiny rocket.
Yeah. The
Okay,
toy
you can
rocket.
look now.
Okay.
The toy rocket.
Can I look
You can
now?
look, you can
I
look.
am
Open
I
your
am
eyes.
endlessly curious. Oh my gosh, you have a rocket ship right there in your hand. Oh, look, I'm gonna need another drink here.
Make it 2.
Yeah. All right. So look. I've been waiting here for I don't know how long. Forever. I'm trying to get to New Vegas, and beggars can't be choosers. And so I got an important rocket ship of myself I got to go find in New Vegas. And so maybe we should get together and watch each other's back. As much as I look at the NCR guy and I'm like, I know we don't get along, and I'm not interested in pretending like we're going to get along, but I bet I can trust you out there, at least from here to New Vegas.
You don't put a bullet in my back, I don't put a bullet in yours. Simple as.
Sounds right, sir.
You don't use bullets, you use lasers.
Yeah, that's right. But like, hey, look, I'm happy when people are out there using bullets. If your gun looks too advanced, I might take some notice and wonder whether you should be having such a thing. So like it's perfectly fine and dandy that we're you're out there shooting irons.
I mean, he has his gun on him. You see a
Yeah.
relatively well-maintained, like, sniper rifle.
Perfect. That's you know what? That's perfect for you. I'm very happy that that's the gun you have. I also make no effort to conceal how I'm armed and like what I'm all about. You don't know that I'm essentially like outcast from the Brotherhood, but I look every bit like the Brotherhood like soldier.
Yeah, the ghoul pipes up and goes, I got a rolling pin.
Good for you, buddy. You just hold that up and you bop the bad guys on the head, will you?
I'll tap
Right,
it with my
doesn't-
rocket.
Fall on a miner again, but we'll see how that goes.
Wait, are we flexing? Do I have to show off my flamethrower?
Probably not indoors in this place we have paid to be in.
I like the
What kind
pilot
of
light.
weapon you got there, Doctor?
Sorry?
What kind of flamethrower you got there?
One to cleanse the purging rooms.
God, does anybody make sense in this group? Like how are you all still alive?
Well, we
It-
met
it doesn't
yesterday. So-
yesterday. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah. These two were coming out of a vault.
The
Talking
super
about
glue
going to
worked really
Mars.
well for the ghoul.
Oh wait, who else was in the vault? I thought we only had one vault dweller.
Ah, the robot came from the same spot.
You're
came-
from the vault too?
Well, technically, I need to do some mandatory examinations before sending Ingrid here to Mars.
All right.
But I need to clean up my
Okay.
studio first. Have you got any Braxo?
Not right now, I'm afraid. But you know, my guess is if you looked around, you could probably scrounge some up.
Well, that does seem to be the problem.
Yeah. Well, so you all here to see this singer guy? What was his name again? Harry Connick, something
Harry Convict Jr.
Convict Jr. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm here to watch the act, and I really have no idea why. I guess I was just hoping to come across some other travelers like yourself. And well, you know,
I mean,
Sorry, I didn't-
day's coming to the end, and I ain't traveling the roads at night. So
yeah, ain't that the God's honest truth? So and so look, are you all staying here at the hotel?
believe that's the idea. I just paid 2
Oh.
caps for a room. So
Oh, all right then. Yeah. Me too. I say we stick to, and you're heading out in the morning?
I mean, the trader guy we talked to, Dusk, he didn't say how many caps the Vipers would want as the toll. He was just like, they're going to want a toll for you to cross. We were not given a number. I was like, maybe. I don't know how much the Vipers are going to want us to cross the road, but
These extortionists out there. Well, I understand that. I don't have much money on me myself. In fact, I don't even know how much I have, if I'm being honest with you. So I like reach into my pockets and GM, tell me how many caps I have in there.
10.
Oh, well, I got 10 here I could throw into the effort if we have to, if push comes to shove. I'll toss in a cap or two.
I mean, we got to figure out how much they want first. That might be
Well,
something
I
we can
pay
ask.
the rest of it in lasers or bullets, if you know what I mean.
Oh, are you planning on
If you
killing
come
them?
up short, we got to get to. I personally got to get to New Vegas one way or the other.
I mean, I think the best plan would be get over there, scope them out, see how many they are, and from there decide whether it's worth it to pay them or pay them.
All right, soldier.
We could
I
just
read
be
you
friends
loud and
with them.
clear.
I get along with everybody.
Mm.
Got along with those ants?
Well, they were not being very nice,
They're
and
not
we
very
didn't
good.
kill all of the ants.
They're not very good at playing catch, though, with baseball grenades.
Right then. And I think at this point, Isaac will just once again kind of kick his feet up, down his second whiskey, and then just wait for the show to start and then head to bed.
Yeah. Every time I like take a shot of something, I look around at the group, and every time I do that, I order another one.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe you won't have 10 caps for very long.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that one goes.
As this is happening, Ingrid seems like completely unaware of any like emotional or political things that might be going on between different soldiers or anything like this. She's just lost in thought, staring at the crooner who's performing, and kind of says to the rest of the table, "Does the existence of a Harry Convict Jr. imply the existence of a Harry Convict Sr.?"
I mean, by definition, yes. Could just be a stage name, but assuming they were taking their name at the face value, that would imply that there is a Harry Convict Senior somewhere.
See, technically speaking, when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much... Wait, no. This might not be the right time for that. after you're married.
You hear a
I'm
slight
not getting married.
from Shireen, who's fallen asleep in the middle of the lounge.
Poke.
Oh god. Oh no, it's real. Oh gee. All right. Okay, sorry, I'm awake.
Were you having nightmares?
So it turns out it's not a nightmare, it's the reality.
Ah. See, if you're seeing things, we can do some little bit of surgery to help that along.
All right, you got me. What's your deal? What's your story? Are you like a robot doctor? You like you cure people?
I'm a Mr. Handy. Oh, I'm actually a variation of Mr. Handy. I'm a Mr. Nurse.
All right. So like how do you do you do like dressings for like wounds and things?
Well, yes, but I can also
Alright.
remove your eyes so you stop seeing things like nightmares.
Yeah, but I don't need that. You know what I mean? Like I appreciate that you could take my eyes out. That's perfectly fine, but I don't need you to do that.
Are you sure?
I'll let you know if that changes, but you know, like my first question still applies. Like, fine, you could take my eyeballs out, but you could also, like, say I got shot and I was bleeding, you could help me with that, and you
Yes.
could leave my eyeballs in at the same time. You could do
And I point to the ghoul who has a massive hole through their chest and has been super glued.
Oh,
I did
God.
that. Not the hole, the repair job.
Okay. Well, I guess beggars can't be choosers, right?
I'm much better when I have an actual surgical implement and a surgery location.
Shireen, you can
Fair
give
enough.
me a difficulty 0 science check to figure out what the hell's up with this robot.
All right, okay, this is fun. Okay, how do I do it? I'm so stupid. Okay, science check. I am.
So you go to your core tab on the character sheet
Oh, science. There it is.
and just
Yeah,
click
okay.
science.
And additional dice 0, right? Because this is a difficulty.
Yeah,
0,
unless you
said?
want to spend AP or something else to roll more. You were one off on both.
Yes!
No, you can't seem to figure out. You've never met a Mr.
Well, I've
Handy
been
with
drinking.
this kind of personality before.
Yeah. God damn it! I swear to God, I shouldn't have downed those 2 highballs that quickly. I would usually be able to figure this out.
Just because the NCR does have relations with the Brotherhood of Steel, would I find it weird that there's a Brotherhood just person wandering around in the Mojave?
1,000,000%. Well, okay,
like,
sorry. That's a GM question.
No. It's weird that,
Yeah.
that there's
Yeah.
just a Brotherhood hanging out in a bar getting drunk.
Yeah, asking for help to like defend
Yeah.
herself.
yeah, is it? I think he has an idea in his head that this person might not actually be Brotherhood, maybe just stole their clothes
It's possible.
and like knew a little bit about the Brotherhood to know that they didn't like the NCR, but a bunch of people don't like the NCR, so that's not a far-fetched scenario. So he's just like, all right, whatever, this person wants to pretend to be the Brotherhood. That won't end poorly if the Brotherhood ever finds them. Sure, what do I care?
Yeah, you might notice. I could be faking it, but one factor that might give me some credibility is like the weapon that I have. It's definitely not an average like gun.
Well, once again, I think he might just think, oh, you killed a Brotherhood of Steel person, probably snuck up on them, stabbed them or something, then took their stuff. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
Brotherhood
Yeah,
has
and I'm
nice
not gonna-
toys. It makes sense to take them.
Yeah, and I'm not going to worry about. I don't think Shireen. I don't think I care if you think I'm a phony or not. I might take some. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I might take offense.
I mean, he doesn't say anything about it. It's like these are just the thoughts in his head about the situation because it's a weird thing to see a Brotherhood person just wandering around without more Brotherhood people nearby.
Yeah. I'm gonna withhold my saying I don't care because I could see myself getting bent out of shape if you think I'm a fake Brotherhood outcast.
But you're a fake Brotherhood outcast, so you're a real outcast, or you're a real Brotherhood.
Well, I didn't say those words, and I'm not an outcast. I Look, the Brotherhood left me. The Brotherhood left me. I did not leave the Brotherhood. I am trying to save the Brotherhood, which is why I got to get to New Vegas.
Either way, we wait until the show.
Yeah, whether the show's going as all this is
Okay.
on. Okay, yes.
Can I heckle the show? I'm really tempted to heckle. I wanted a juggler, but I won't.
You don't tend to heckle musicians. That's not really that kind of thing. It's usually for comedians, maybe magicians.
I've heckled plenty of musicians, mate. Anyone on a stage is free to be heckled. I'm sorry.
I would say don't heckle jugglers. They're really good at throwing things at people.
I think that maybe that's a different thing, but yeah, in America, usually heckling is reserved for comedians. It's not generally a thing that's done to other stage performers.
Welcome to Australia.
I guess so. But if the show progresses and nothing happens, yeah, I think Isaac would eventually just head to bed and wake up the next morning and prepare to kind of set out.
If that's what the rest would like to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Well, okay, I stay to see if the show gets any good. Do I like?
Oh, he's a good singer.
Oh, he's good. All right. Well, I watched the whole thing, and then at the end, I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing after this?"
And this elderly farmer says to you, "I'm going to have a whiskey and go to bed."
All right. Well, old timer, you have a good night, then. I suppose I lost my head for a minute there. I don't know.
Too many whiskeys, huh?
Yeah.
In the lighting of the lounge, he looked. I swear he lost 20 years.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that music was damn good, if you ask me, right? So yeah, I stumble my way into my room alone.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, the room that you are staying is a common room full of bunks, and you stumble into your bunk.
You stumble in there alone, but you're not alone in the room.
Oh, I see. Yeah. So I fall into the bunk and fully clothed, blanket still in the same, just half off, half like this.
And the others, I assume, also go to bed. What does the doctor do, as the doctor does not require sleep?
He starts singing the skeleton song, the leg bones connected to and just goes through that.
I thought you were about to say spooky, scary skeletons.
No.
Which is the skeleton song, as opposed to I don't know what you call the other one. I wouldn't call it skeleton
I don't
song.
know what it is.
Yeah, I honestly don't know what you call that song. Maybe it's also the skeleton song.
Maybe it's called The Red Things Connected to My Wristwatch. That's a Simpsons joke for anyone out there that's old enough to have had that one.
Oh, I know this. I know. I got the reference.
All right, so we pass the time until morning. People waking in the morning, preparing to set out from Swanwickburg along the road to the east, hopefully towards the town of Novak is the next destination.
Where we're going east? I'm confused now.
It's all right. I'll bring up the map.
Oh,
Ingrid,
right.
can you bring up the map on your Pip-Boy, please?
Yeah, I assume I can.
And I grab
She's got a Pip-Boy.
this and drag it over to there. There we go.
I'd like to tinker with one of those one of these days.
Oh, like I said, I'm not looking for any kind of amorous connection before I get to Mars, but I appreciate you.
Oh yeah.
Maybe once I clean up, once I find some Abraxo to clean up my surgery, then we can also send this other person to Mars. But they need to go through a lot more tests to see if they're suitable.
Wait a second, you want to send me to Mars all of a sudden too? And so, is there a town named Mars, or are we talking about the planet here?
I mean, they're talking about the planet, from my understanding. But
I see. All right. Well,
Big red.
right. No, yeah.
apparently they're gonna teleport up there.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how it works. How did you know? Are you from
said
the
it.
vault?
No, you kept saying that's how you were gonna get there.
So Shireen suddenly falls silent when you say something about teleporting, because it's all seemed kind of like a joke or like some delusion. But that's a specific type of well, you've got my attention now. Yeah, that's funny, right? Teleport, like it's a like yeah, like who can do that, right?
I mean,
Oh.
I'm sure the Brotherhood has something similar. Can the Brotherhood teleport to Mars?
No, get out of here. Nobody can teleport anywhere. And like I thought you were I don't know, surely you're joking.
I mean,
Me?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ask him-
Ingrid, like you don't have like hey, that's a fun little like daydream there about your teleport to Mars thing, right?
No. It's not a daydream at all. Like I spent my entire life leading up to this moment. Vault 404 has a teleporter. I'm just kind of on like a little bit of a side mission right now with the doctor because Doctor needs to get Abraxas to perform necessary surgeries on me, allegedly. And then it'll be safe for me to get to Mars. But no, it's not a delusion. Why would you say that?
Vault 404, you say, huh?
Mhm. Finest teleport in the vaults.
Let me ask you a question. If you have a teleporter, why is it that people from Vault 404, like how many are you out? How many of your 404ers are out here?
Well, none, because they go to, well, the successful ones, they go to Mars.
Everybody's on Mars. They're all waiting for me. Everybody at the top of that scoreboard, they're all waiting for me on Mars.
How many people
I'm sure
total have reached the top in the history of your vault, like number wise?
Hundreds.
Dr. Oblong.
Hundreds.
Hundreds. So many.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. In this teleporter of yours, have you ever seen somebody teleport anywhere but Mars? Like maybe across the room or across the to another part of the vault? Or is it only to Mars?
She's never even seen people teleport.
Yeah.
People leave and go to the teleportation chamber.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is such a privilege.
Okay. All right.
But first, they need their mandatory physical to make sure they survive the teleporter.
What now? What do you mean? What kind of physical are we talking about here?
Well, that's why I need the Abraxo to clean up the surgery so I can go through. Haven't you been listening all this time?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. The teleportation device piqued my interest a little bit. The Brotherhood look, I'm not going to tell you a lot of details, but the Brotherhood has dabbled in this type of technology, not full. Anyway, I already said too much. Not full teleportation, of course, but the restructuring of atomic nuclei in a way that could potentially like shift somebody from one position to another to like maybe avoid a particular bullet to a sensitive organ. That was a technology that was that existed before it was destroyed by the anyway.
Did it teleport the bullet or did it teleport the person?
Well, the way
Or
I
did it
understand
teleport the world?
I never saw it before.
The board and the person stayed
the way
still.
I understood it is the person, but it could have been the bullet too. I don't know. But the technology was destroyed.
Oh, just a matter of I'm thinking
more about it.
Size of the thing is. I think when something smaller would be easier to teleport. So if it's gonna just happen when the bullet almost hits you anyway, Wouldn't just be
but
smarter to teleport.
yeah, but it's part of the armor you wear, you know.
All right.
So-
Yeah, that
so-
power armor stuff.
Yeah.
But it'd
Yeah,
be more
but like I
impressive if you
said-
could teleport the world to avoid the bullet and the armor.
Well,
Well,
then you
Then
wouldn't
you
be.
could teleport Mars right to me.
Mm.
yeah, you
I'm
could-
not
you
a
could do
scientist.
that.
I'm pretty sure that would be bad for everyone involved.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, Shireen's satisfied that the teleportation questions are answered.
While you've been having this
Yeah.
discussion, it appears that the ghoul friend of yours has been cooking up some ant pieces on a nearby cooking pit,
No.
which
you were then able to eat to satisfy your food for the day.
All right. Well, it's not perfect, you know, but I figured I'd be roughing it, you know, being out here with all you fine people.
I
Right
mean,
then,
you have a doctor. Why would you be roughing it?
I just
Do-
ate a cooked ant.
Do the rest of us have any idea that some of the ant meat is
Poison?
tainted?
Oh, wait, did I just eat poison?
Well,
Potentially.
roll a d7 and see.
I'm going to not, because he's not here. I'm not going to bring that part of
And I roll a survival against that.
Well,
So-
one is poisoned, though.
Yes,
Okay.
and it appears that you all lucked out today.
Oh, thank God.
I
Okay.
also, worst case scenario, have stuff to eat. I'm not too worried about it. All right. So we're getting to head east along the highway. The way I'd usually do this if I was with a unit is we'd send a couple of the infantry down the road, make contact, have recon stationed up on a hill nearby, provide cover and fire. But do we all want to go? Do you want me to do that? How do we want to handle this if we come across these Vipers?
Well, soldier, I would say that you and I go ahead and stake out their vipers, or what'd you say?
That's what we were told. Actually, hold
Yeah.
on. Let me see if I can find that guy again. I take a look around for Dust. Is he still around, or did he leave on his robot?
He left yesterday on his robot.
Then I'll stop and talk to Lacey.
Mm-hmm.
Lacey, good to see you again. Question for you. Dust was telling us yesterday about the Vipers on the road to the east, and they're going to want a toll for us to pass. Do you have any idea how much they usually ask for in terms of the toll?
All right. Give me a speech check 1.
Okay. I do have 2 ranks in it. I have bad charisma, though, so we'll roll it. Hey, I got a 1.
Oh,
She says, yeah, I've heard they charge about 5 caps per head. And
Oh.
they're at the
5 per head.
at the highway on-ramp, which from the map you can sort of tell that where the highways merge is where they hang out. And
Yeah, well,
run their extortion racket.
Sure. That's we got enough to pay it. Prefer to not have to do that if we don't have to, but good to know we have enough. All right. Well, thank you kindly, Lacey.
Says anything else? Didn't want to buy anything?
I'll take a quick look around. What do they have?
Just general basic stuff. So like you could probably get, a can of rations or some water or things like that if you think.
Oh
you
God,
want.
just give me some. I don't want to eat any of those ants again. You got like, it doesn't have to be delicious.
So
I'll let you handle that. I'm not buying your food for you.
All right, I don't know. There's like prices that are set like in the book or something. That's all right.
yes,
I'll figure it
there
out
are.
later.
It's
Okay.
all right. I'm already on it. So you could get like let me have a look. Surely there's got to be like pork and beans or something on here. Meat, potato, pork and beans. Oh, they cost 10 caps.
Well, looks like we're gonna be eating ants. I don't like it, but 10 caps. That's my whole wallet.
Yeah. You could get potato crisps for about 7 caps.
Yeah, I'm looking right here to see what the cheapest like food item you can buy that
Just
isn't just
waste money.
raw meat.
A grilled radroach for 7 caps.
I can get a sweet roll for 5.
Hey.
Yeah, I gotta get give me a sweet roll.
All right.
I also just have 10 ears of corn and a gourd in my bag. They're just there. Also, and an iguana on a stick. Plenty of food. But yeah,
So,
I got the information I wanted, so I'm good to head out.
sweet roll. And let me just.
So the cheapest thing you could, in theory, buy, and by buy I mean it just exists on this table with no context, is either food paste or a Mirelurk egg.
Yeah, you wouldn't be getting either of those here at this shop, though.
Yeah, it's just like they're both cost 0, but it's weird because food paste does something that's actually pretty good and just there.
Oops, sorry.
All
Did
good.
you just drag and drop something into my? That's pretty neat.
I
That's
sure
pretty
did.
sick. All right, I got to delete the one I made. That's not as good. I like that.
All right, so nothing else in Swanwickburg?
No, I think we're going to die, so we'll just keep it short.
TPK already, huh?
Well, we already almost blew up on the landmine, so
Only one of us.
Only
The rest of
one.
us were perfectly fine.
and now he
and-
has a hole in him.
Yes, but with a night's rest, I'm pretty sure that would have resolved that.
It's probably fine.
As long as the glue holds out, he's going to be fine.
All right, so you guys begin your travels along the eastern road out of Swanwickburg. You can see as you're traveling, it's traveling through a valley of a range of mountains. You travel along the road. You can see some geckos on the top of a mountainside foraging for food. They are small, purple, well, not that small, probably about 3 feet tall, purple-looking lizards that run around on 2 feet. They don't seem to be attracted by you, but you do see them on your journey along. As you take the road, you turn north and then you turn back east again. And as you come over these hills, you can see that there is the interchange of the freeway. And on the bridge, you can see that there is quite a few, probably 4 or 5 people there. They seem to be wearing denim clothes. They are well armed. This is probably the Vipers that you've been told about. You do get an eye on them before they see you coming over the ridge.
Before they spot us, I would hold us all back. So, we paying the toll, or are we doing this the other way?
Are we becoming friends? Is that the other way?
Yeah, that's what I'd say, friends. As I as I dust off the gun, we're gonna be friendly with them, I'm sure.
I'm kind of picking up on maybe a little sarcasm or sardonicness going on. We're not planning to be friends.
The
Are
second
we?
thing. Yeah, well, and you are fast, you are sharp. Look, I'm not saying never. I'm not saying there's no chance we could be friends, but if I don't think they're going to make this easy. And so sometimes you can be more friendly when you point a gun at somebody.
I
They're at
don't
least
think that's
more
how friends
agreeable.
work.
More agreeable. Oh, okay. Friend's the wrong word, but you know.
Right. Well, I say we go willing to pay and also willing to kill all of them at the slightest provocation.
You know what? I like you. You know, not all the NCR guys are all that bad, huh?
You know. All right. He like shoulders his rifle, like he has it out and ready to go, but he's not actively aiming it as he starts walking over like the hill.
Mhm.
All right, and I follow behind. I'm not like a reconnaissance expert. I'm sort of like a bull in a china shop, and I know that. So I'm not going to be the one who sneaks up. I'm not sneaky. In this universe, I'm not a sneaky character.
Yeah, I think saying that, I do think I think you would. I think Isaac would try and find a place to get a good vantage point on them while the rest of them approach. So that way he can cover them in case this goes bad.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm going to stake out kind of like an Overwatch position.
Can
So-
we kind of like? Oh,
Does that
can
leave
we
the
kind
two?
of?
You go.
Can we kind of send Ingrid in kind of as almost like a decoy because she's very friendly and sweet, disarming, and also you probably don't care very much if she gets got right here. Just kind of like send her in to make the
Oh my God, that's a
introduction
great idea because she's got the
because
vault
she's
suit
very
on.
disarming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, actually, I don't know if Isaac would want you to get hurt, if only because that weird robot we met earlier with the cowboy hat wants you to get to New Vegas for some reason. And that's weird because most people aren't just invited to New Vegas.
Nah,
And so he
send her
thinks
in.
you're the way inside. So he doesn't want you to get hurt, but he is willing to use you as bait.
Especially to the casino that is run by Mr. House, to your knowledge.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
that's quite an interesting thing to happen.
Yeah. So he would definitely not want you to die, but he would be more than happy for you to provide distraction while he gets a better position.
So it sounds like the two friendlies, Doctor, and Ingrid, are going to be approaching.
Sounds about
Okay,
right.
so we're gonna go in and be charming and friendly, and you know, I took negotiation 101 down in Vault 404, so I think I've got this. I think we'll be fine as long as we go from being strangers to friends. I think this will be totally fine.
And if not, I've got programming for being a swindler.
What now? Never mind. Never mind.
Right.
Go right ahead.
So I'm going to hand each of them and our ghoul friend who is not here. I'll hand each of them the 5 caps I was told is the toll to pay for this, and hold on to the rest.
Yeah,
And
I
we'll see
believe
how
in your
this-
got to get us through that. I'm going to hold on to my bottle caps.
We're going to say that the
No,
ghoul's
my-
gonna hang out back with the NCR Ranger and the Brotherhood, just rather than put him directly in front of a bunch of things while he's not here.
Sure. It was just more of the fact I didn't know where he was going to go. So,
Yeah.
And in that case, I would give both Doctor and Ingrid the 5 caps I was told is needed for the toll. And I'd be like, hey, look, if push comes to shove and they try and get more out of you, you know, give a signal, something obvious. Doctor, if you just want to start burning one of the flamethrower, that'd probably be obvious enough that we should probably.
Or we can barter.
That's right.
Yep, you try that. And if it doesn't work,
Yeah.
just set one on fire.
Yep.
Ingrid, have you
Offer
been
them
programmed for
flames.
flirting?
Oh, no, of course not. I can't flirt before marriage.
But
Down in
flirting
Vault
leads to
404?
marriage.
I don't know how robots do it, but that's not how we do it down in 404.
Well, we just insert a disc and that's how we learn things.
Sounds like you don't do a lot of things down in Vault 404.
I bet.
Oh,
I think I'm picking up on more
Sounds
sarcasm.
like a hell of a place.
I think we need a sign.
What kind
Set
of
one
sign?
on fire. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a clear enough sign.
Yeah.
No, a sarcasm sign.
Oh, well, don't really got one. So
If we survive this, we need a sarcasm sign.
sure. And I think at this point, Isaac like perches himself somewhere and just
Yeah,
like
you can
has the
purchase,
scope
as I
ready.
say, you've come over a ridge, so you are able to find a position to sit within range.
Mhm.
I'd probably actually, what are you, long range or medium range?
I'm long range because I have a scope.
Yeah. So long, yeah, I'd say you would easily be, able to find a position within long range.
So I look at your piece and I nod approvingly, but I don't say anything. But I try to myself find a bit of a closer position.
Should buy a man dinner before
If
look at
you
his
do
feet.
want to get closer without them noticing you, that will require a sneak roll.
Yeah, forget it. Let's see. Hold on. I gotta.
So you can shoot if your gun says that it's a whatever range. Hang on. So if we look at your sheet on your weapon, your gun is where's the range on it?
Says M.
M for medium. So you can shoot with from further than your range. It just makes the shot harder. But you can take things to negate that by extra dice or aiming or things like that. So staying in the same range as the NCR range are probably a better thing than trying to get close enough to be within your range.
All right.
All right. So as Doctor and Ingrid start making their way down the ridge line, you can hear coming from the side of the overpass, you hear one of these vipers going, "It's all right, I got light feet. Don't worry what the boss said. I'm going to get this. This car's going to be mine." And then you just hear
Let's just kill him.
Maybe like 10 seconds later, just boom, an explosion. And you see a man shoot up in the air, body parts flying off and just falls to the ground. And then you hear from the other guys on top of the overpass, "I told you the boss said not go there. Let that be a lesson. None of you get near that car."
Well, we sent the right people.
Do you
to
need a
talk to them.
doctor?
So you approach saying, "Do you need a doctor?"
Yes.
Just got exploded.
To what? Do you go up towards a body part or towards the guys on the overpass?
The overpass.
Okay. And they turn around to see a robot approaching and they say, "Hold it right there. We don't need no doctor. Can't you see? Terry just exploded himself."
I have super glue.
That ain't going to help here. I hope you got
Stitches?
caps. And you can see them all raise their guns towards you. 5 caps to pass the overpass.
Ingrid's also going to come out like with her hands up and say, "Hello, fellow travelers on the overpass. We've brought ourselves a doctor and me and our caps, so please don't shoot."
That's all right. We will take your caps and we won't give you a bullet.
Good. Excellent. Thank you for working with me on this. How many caps do you need?
How many you got?
5 caps.
Well, technically we've actually got 10 caps between the two of us, but our friends on the ridge have even more.
Do you motion towards us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. I fire.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
mission's gone. Bang.
All right, there you go. Cover's blown. Let's do this.
Oh, all right. Well, if we're going to do that, we're going to take a break and then we will come back with a combat scenario.
We've only done VJ.
That was awesome negotiation. One for the books.
I was going to try to barter. Oh well. We'll be back shortly. About 10 minutes. Stick around. And we'll see how this goes. Because Yeah, that escalated pretty quickly, but it's expected.
Yeah, there's
See you
still like four
soon.
of them.
And we're back, and we're ready for combat because jokes were made.
Jokes were not made. A decision was made.
It was funny.
It was just a matter of time till we're going to kill these guys. The only question is, are they going to take us down with or not?
I mean, I hope so. I don't know about you.
It's been a while since I've been in a good firefight, to be honest with you. So,
with combat begins with the first action, that aggressive action that is taken, and that happens for free. And so that happens to be Isaac.
oh, good to
After
know
he
for the
sees
future.
Ingrid wave her hand towards the ridge where he is positioned, he automatically fires on the target he has been keeping in his sights this whole time.
Yeah, I did have a question about that. Obviously, they moved up to talk, but I've been in this position for a little bit as they walked up. What are these people armed with? Like, can I determine who would be like the biggest threat?
They all appear to be your average raider, as the Fallout world likes to call them. They have small pipe armaments and some melee weapons and things like that.
Okay, yeah, then.
Nothing extreme. No one carrying a fat man or anything like that.
I just want to know if anyone else had any like long-ranged weaponry, like another rifle or anything that I should be aware of, so they can't like counter snipe me. But it sounds like they're all equipped with pipe. I'll just go for the one who is furthest away from Doctor and Ingrid, just because melee-wise, I know that's probably what's going to happen. So I'll just start with the one furthest away from them.
All right. Let me just bring up. I'm pretty sure it'll be a 1. Defenses of 1.
So it does say if the enemy is unaware of me before I make the attack, the difficulty lowers by 1 to a minimum of 0. Would you say they were unaware of me?
Oh, yeah. As she just says it, and you shoot basically as soon as she says it.
Yeah, like just out of the corner of like the scope, I see her hand gesture over to me. I'm like, yep, this was going to happen. Bang.
Good
And just
call.
put a bullet down range. So because it is a sneak attack, a couple things happen. 1, I reduce the difficulty of this attack by 1 to a minimum of 0.
So it is
my
a 0
attack,
now.
Yep, my attack gains the vicious damage effect if it did not already have it, which it did not. And if it did have the vicious damage effect, I would be able to roll 2 more damage dice. Also, I don't since the difficulty is 0, it says I don't have to roll to hit them. I automatically do. I can roll to generate action points, but we are at maximum. There's no reason for me to roll. So I'm just going to go straight to damage.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
Someone read the rules.
This is what he's built for.
Good shooting.
I am
Good
built
shooting, soldier.
to shoot people, and I will shoot people very well.
I take another
so-
bite out of my sweet roll.
Yep.
I take some down.
I roll 7 damage dice. We'll see how this goes.
7.
Yeah,
That's awesome, dude.
I'm built to shoot people.
Yeah.
So that is 5 physical damage. I can spend one of those effects on piercing and the other one on vicious to make it 6 physical, 1 piercing.
6 physical, 1 piercing. All right.
And I'll roll a d20 to see where I hit them.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Is that on the table? Yes. Locations. Right arm. And whatever a crit does to that, we will look up in the book. First damage. So 6 damage.
Yep.
Yeah. So As Ingrid does point, the furthest away raider turns around, and as soon as he turns around, a bullet just hits him in the right arm. It was, wasn't it? Yes. Yeah, hitting him in the right arm for 6 damage. He's still up.
Wow.
All right. Well, it's now top of the initiative order.
And
I'm
so now
still first.
we begin combat.
And I'm still first. Who would have
Yeah.
thought? Well, everyone, let this be a lesson. Do you want to kill people in this game? Get a high initiative,
Yeah.
initiate combat all the time, and just start shooting.
Mhm.
So
I would say
I'm
use a
gonna-
flamethrower.
that also works. So I'm going to take the minor action of aim so I can reroll dice on this attack. I also get more rerolls because of my perks and my abilities from or my traits. So I'm going to take a shot at this same guy who I just shot in the arm. So yeah, just very quickly you see him whip up the bolt of his rifle, work the action, and just take another shot at the guy.
It's Lee Harvey Oswald all over again.
So what is my difficulty?
It's, 1.
Still 1. Go. Not going to roll additional dice because I have 3 rerolls I get to use, so I'm not really worried about it. I got my 1 success. He's hit.
Roll that damage.
Yep.
I assume he is dead.
3. Once again, effect happens, so it is piercing 1. And let's see where I hit.
The other arm.
I
Nearly a
could
flesh
spend
wound.
an additional ammo to re-roll 3 of those dice.
Just to let you know, he's going to be dead from this.
Okay.
Boom.
Listen, 3 is a very little damage I can roll on my damage dice, so he might have survived. But let's see where I hit.
Because you're piercing, you're avoiding all of his physical damage reduction. And
I hit his right leg.
yeah. So he turns around, gets shot in the right arm, and then your aim just dips a little bit as you cock the bolt, and then it takes out his leg, and he just goes straight to the pavement and is clearly dead.
That is my turn because I have a fire rating of 0, which means I cannot use action points to take an additional major action to shoot someone else.
Mm-hmm.
So I have spent 2 bullets and I have dropped one of the guys.
Shireen,
Oh, I'm next. Okay.
within a flinch of blink of an eye after Ingrid signaled to the hill, you can see that Isaac has already downed one of these vipers.
Begrudging respect, I put my sweet roll down, and I look and I try to I'm gonna like, and this NCR guy doesn't watch this. So I aim at the what are these guys called again?
Vipers.
Vipers. I aim at the viper that's closest to Ingrid, and I aim for the head. I don't know if that matters if I call out where I'm aiming.
It does. It increases the difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, that's fine. That's right. I'm gonna aim for the head. And okay, so how do I do this? I want to use. Do I roll? What do I roll? Energy weapons?
It will be, yes, but first we've got to set the difficulty.
Okay.
So if you are aiming for the head, it's going to put it up by 1, and because you're 1 out of range, it's also going to increase it by 1. So you have a difficulty of 3.
On 2 dice.
Okay, never mind.
No, you can spend
you
AP
can
to
do
bring
it.
it down.
Yeah.
Okay, so how much does it cost to get? How can I get 2 action points?
So if you spend 3 action points, you would roll 2 additional d20s on the roll. And if you take the aim a minor action before you fire your shot, you get 1 free reroll of 1 dice.
Okay, so that's what I'll do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are down to 4 action points. I'll keep track on my hand because the tracker isn't on the screen we're on.
Oh, right. Okay, so I'm going to say 2 additional dice, and I chose the aim minor action, and so here we go. Boom.
Oh, that is 4 successes. So we gain 1 back.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't need to do that because I've got that on the screen.
Oh, okay, perfect. Didn't realize.
Yeah.
Okay.
okay.
got one
We've got
back.
live
All
on
right.
the overlay.
And Polly, if you on your main page, if you had actually clicked the weapon, it would have then brought up the ability to roll your damage and stuff.
Oh, okay, but I didn't do that right.
You do, yeah. You just did the skill and
So if you
that's
scroll
fine.
down to your weapon now on
I
your
see
core
now.
page and click the little
Yeah.
Pip-Boy die symbol, that should roll your damage
that'll
dice.
do your damage exactly. Yep.
Okay. Do I get additional dice on this? No, right? Okay.
No.
Ah,
1 damage.
weak.
But because it is the
I shot him in the head, though.
Bolt Boy, it is piercing 1, and so luckily you do penetrate their armor and deal 1 damage
On the noggin.
on their noggin because she was aiming for the head. As a laser pips him in the side of the head.
I look down at the gun. I'm like, is that all you got? Come on.
Now, I'm pretty sure a laser rifle doesn't have an increased fire rate.
Yeah, if it has, I don't know if it has a fire rate 1, 2, or 0. I
Fire
don't know,
rate
it's like if,
2.
oh, then if you would like to spend additional ammo, you can
Yeah, I
actually
would.
roll more damage dice if you want
Hell
to.
yeah, I do.
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
So
I'll
for
spend
each, I will confirm how much you spend here real
Okay.
quick. If
I'm gonna blow this guy's head off.
So yeah,
So with
for each unit of ammunition you spend adds 1 damage die to the roll in your damage dice pool, and you expand ammunition up to the gun's fire rate. So whatever
you
the
could
fire
spend-
rate is,
Oh,
So
okay.
you can spend
I-
2 extra ammo to try and do 2 extra dice worth of damage.
oh yeah, I'll do that. Okay, roll additional combat dice, and I'll say +2.
oh, it re-rolled the whole thing.
Well, pick the first 2.
Mhm.
So in that case, 2 Pip-Boy heads, which means 2 more damage. And if it mattered for piercing, it would pierce more, but you already
Right.
pierced.
As you, shoot 3 times, pinging him thrice in the head.
Zap, zap, zap.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're
Ah.
going to get murderized.
Yeah, I just turned to Shireen real quick. It's like, still ain't down. And I only took 2 shots.
Okay, now you're hitting where it hurts, soldier.
So should you.
Oh, all right. So let's see.
All right. What does this? Once per combat at the range, let rip with a volley from their pipe gun. This adds weapon.
I'm just
Oh, it
putting myself on the
reduces my
initiative order
ammo.
because I was lost.
Did you say something, Polly?
Oh, I was gonna say, it looks like it automatically reduces your ammo. I think it does anyway. Because it took down, I believe it took down one of my ammos, so I had to take down another one. But I don't know. I'll check it
right.
next time. Yeah, that'll be nice.
All right. Why not spend my AP? The
Yeah,
first
no,
raider
I-
is going to shoot down at Ingrid as his friend beside him is dropped and another one's been shot in the head. Well done.
Hype gun.
All right.
Yeah.
The next
So
one is going to use an additional dice as well. Because why not?
So far, so good. I like these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 successes.
Eek.
I assume that beats your damage rating of 1 there, Ingrid.
Oh,
You know, I might not be the best at math, but I think you're right.
Also, do
No,
you mean their defensive one, just to make sure it's not, because that is the damage they deal, right? That's just there to hit.
Yeah, that's there to hit.
Okay.
Yes.
So, oh, they only deal 4 damage? That's not
Oh,
bad.
no.
Now they got a machine gun. It's a machine pipe gun underneath that. Or the mini nukes.
If they had a fat man, I would have shot that guy first.
No, all ammo is mini nukes. Youch.
5 physical damage.
Ooh.
Holy.
5 physical damage. And what location?
Left
Left arm.
arm.
All right. So, Ingrid, that is coming towards you at your left arm. Now, do I get AP back for that success?
I do not know, to be quite honest with you. I will read up on that while we continue this combat so we don't slow it down.
Thanks, mate. All right. So you take 5 physical damage. You've probably got some kind of resistance there to physical damage on part of you. BJ, Ingrid will have some kind of armor, I assume, from that vault suit. Probably only one. Maybe
Yes,
it's
I'm
2.
seeing the number I'm seeing is 1.
Yeah, okay. So that means you'll take 4 hit points worth of damage.
That's better than 5.
Mm-hmm. As you are shot in the left arm. And then the final raider is going
You
to...
do generate action points like players. So when you roll more successes you need on an NPC skills test, you also gain AP.
All right, I gained 3 AP there, Kash.
Shit.
All right,
Oh, no.
because for some reason it's not letting me drag this onto the Reacher. But they don't start with a Molotov cocktail, but I'm going to say one of them has a Molotov cocktail.
I shoot it out of his hand.
Can we veto that?
That's going to cost you 8 action points.
Oh, no.
Luck.
Luck. Yeah, you
Luck.
can rewrite a scene with luck points.
All right. I pick up a Molotov cocktail.
No, he lights it, but he lights it, but it was leaking.
Well, if someone wants to spend a luck point to add an additional part to the scene, they can.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we're
I
just
will add an
whistling
additional
Dixie.
part to the scene. His Molotov cocktail was leaking, so when he lights it, it's on the outside as well as the.
All right, maybe this will work. No, it's just not letting me add him to the thing. So it's all right. He just rolls a perception roll. So we're looking at
So I have spent a luck on that.
perception to make it be on fire on the outside.
Yeah, so if he lights it, he burns himself.
All right.
I think he's probably going to accept that, probably like 1 damage from the fire, and then throw it at you guys.
I'm going to spend 3 AP
That's a lot of
to
AP.
get two extra dice.
Going back down again.
2
2 successes.
All right.
We are so bummed right here.
So it does do blast damage because I got the Pip-Boy icon.
Boy.
So that will be 5 physical damage to the robot and to the Vault Dweller.
Okay.
Thank
I've
God
got-
that wasn't me.
2 reduction on that.
BJ, you've probably just got the 1.
Got 1.
I'm doing great. It's okay. I'm a righty.
Okay.
This is why I was the sniper. I was like, I don't want to be in combat with anyone. I'll just shoot from here and kill them. Why would I go up to people?
Now, they are up on the overpass. So they are within close range. But if you wanted to get within melee range, it would actually take 2 moves to get around and up, unfortunately.
How about I do this at close range? Let's spend some AP, shall we? And burn them.
So are you spending AP to roll more dice, or what are you doing?
More dice.
How many AP are you spending?
3. Is it 3 to get 2 more dice?
3 for 2 more dice.
Let's do that. Big guns. 2 more additional dice. Submit.
Yet again, if you use the weapon, it does it all for you rather than the big guns.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I can't wait to try that button. I'm
1.
excited. I have
One
mouse
success,
right
it beats their defenses.
Okay. So flamer. And roll damage. Can I spend any more to get an extra
what's the fire rate of your weapon?
4.
If you wish to spend 4 additional ammo, you can roll 4 additional damage dice. You don't. That's up to the maximum you can spend. You can spend less if you want to. You don't have to spend all 4.
Yeah,
you
let's
can
do
also,
it
I
because Ingrid's
believe-
about to go down, I think.
Yep. I think you can also spend luck to re-roll damage dice. I think
I'm
one luck
spending an
allows you
extra
to spend.
4 to do this.
Sure.
Only 3 still.
Wow.
That was horrible.
no.
So you can spend 1 point of luck to re-roll 3 of those damage dice if you want to.
Spending 1 point of luck. Reroll 3 of them. 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
So I just going to reroll the thing because it's normally 3.
Yeah, makes sense.
1 extra.
1 extra, and you do not, unfortunately, get any Pip-Boy tokens to incur debilitating.
Yeah.
So you do 4 energy damage to the closest raider.
Mm-hmm.
Energy resistance, they have. Roll me location.
Doing it now. That didn't seem to do something.
You can also just roll a d20 and I have the hit chart up.
Do you want me to roll hit location? I can roll
Yeah.
from the macro.
Head.
Head. Okay, they have 0 energy reduction on their head,
Yay!
dealing 4 damage to the closest, leaving him on 1 hit point.
And now
You still have a minor action.
I don't think I can heal Ingrid with a minor action. First aid. I don't think it's going to be minor action.
Let me see the minor actions. Aim, interact.
I really
If
don't
you
think
had
that's...
a stim pack, you can, because you can administer a chem as a minor action.
I got a stim pack.
You could certainly administer a chem.
Stim pack heals 4 AP. Yeah.
Heals 4 hit points. See description.
That is the description.
I'll take it.
Yeah, it also gets rid of critical injuries and things like that.
Yeah.
But there's none of that going at the moment. So
There you go, Ingrid.
yeah, Ingrid 4 hit points.
She's singed and she's bleeding, but she doesn't look quite as bad as she did before that.
As wounds just start closing up.
And it is your go, Ingrid.
All right. So question. I do still have one baseball grenade left. Am I so close to the raiders that if I deploy that, it would put me and Doctor at risk? Do I have enough distance?
So because you're below and they're above, I would put a increased complication range of if you did throw it up there, it may just come down to you guys rather than up to them. But you definitely can try.
Okay.
Some other options I could tell you is you could also climb, using your minor action to climb up to where they are and then swing just at them with your baseball bat if that was something you were also inclined to do.
Okay. Could I use my minor action to climb, throw the grenade, and then drop back down?
Yes. I'm going to put big complications in it, though, because
That's
it's a silly plan.
But funny.
But funny. So, it will require
Delivery.
an athletics strength check to climb up there. It's only going to be a 2, but also increased complication range out to 19. The throw is going to be the one where we're going to have some fun.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
Exactly. Everything has gone so right for Ingrid so far. She is killing it right now in the wasteland. Nothing has gone wrong. Therefore, I'm going to do it. So I'm going to make a strength check to see if I can climb, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Strength athletics.
Okay.
Athletics.
Strength athletics. Thank you. Okay. No additional dice.
With a difficulty of 2. So you do need the 2 successes.
Okay.
You could add an additional dice but there we go. You crit and got the 2 successes. You managed to climb up. Now you pull your baseball grenade from your pocket, prime it, and I'll need an attack with the baseball grenade. Because you're hanging on to the edge of an overpass, complication range is now down to 17.
Okay. And I can use an action point to get more dice. Yes?
Mm-hmm. 1 action point rolls
Or
you 1
multiple.
additional dice.
I think we're down to
3 gets
3.
you.
But because
So we're
you're
at
just,
3 right
it
now.
is just an attack. You only need to make the 1.
Oh, okay.
success.
Okay.
I assume this is with explosives.
So adding more dice does give you more chance to basically screw it up more than succeed.
Yeah. we're gonna play it safe on this one and just
So it's just
not
whatever
do
the
that.
attack of the baseball grenade is.
You got it. Well,
And that's an 18.
Uh-oh.
With no successes.
Would you like to spend a luck?
I think I would like to spend a luck. You know, actually, I feel like this might be one of those opportune moments where that would be.
So
appropriate.
just for those unaware, you can spend a luck to reroll up to however many luck you spend in your dice. So if you want to spend 1 luck, you can reroll that 18, for example. If you want to spend 2, you can reroll both dice.
And it's to avoid the complication, right?
That would be the idea.
Or to
Also
even
to
get a
maybe get a
success.
I'm
success.
slowly figuring it out.
Okay. So if I spend 2 luck here, I can reroll
Both.
Mm-hmm.
both.
Just make the attack
Okay.
again.
– 18 and 10.
Oh no!
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
So as you toss the grenade, you really give it a good heft. And you toss it straight past all of the Vipers over the other side of the overpass, and it just lands on the highway behind it and explodes. But you gave it such a heft that you fall backwards and fall on top of Dr. Doctor.
I will catch you. Wait, I don't have arms.
I will catch you. Holds up the flamer.
Pinches?
Yeah.
And the buzzsaw is all you hear the pinches going and the buzzsaw going as you're falling.
So I'll get you to roll 2 combat dice,
Okay.
and that will be the damage. Bypassing
And
armor.
And where? Oh, 2 combat
It-
dice. Got it.
If,
Got it.
yeah, if you, I was going to say, very top of your character sheet, you'll see the little Pip Boy symbol. If you just click that, that can free roll
Allow
damage
you to,
dice.
yeah, free roll damage dice.
And 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
I caught you.
But
It's definitely a mixed bag for Ingrid right now.
he didn't catch you. You bounced off him and landed on the pavement prone. But luckily, you hit your lovely toned muscles and just bounced around, healing no damage.
I was going to say, like, I stick the landing.
No, you're prone.
But as I get landed on, it's the hover
I stick the
engines
landing
that
prone.
gently pull them down to the ground. It's like a shock absorber.
Oh, your hover. Yeah, your hover rocket. And
Yeah.
she bounces off. Yeah.
So shock absorber of the hover rocket.
So, yeah, well done there, Ingrid.
Thank you.
Isaac, you see Ingrid fall from the overpass onto Doctor.
yeah, that sounds about right. I'm just going to take a shot at the one that so there are 2 that are damaged. The one that Doctor has lit up with the flamethrower, and the other one who was shot in the head with lasers. Is that
That's
correct?
the same because they were the closest.
Okay. I'll just see if I can take that one out. I'll just take a shot at them.
Mm-hmm.
I assume difficulty 1.
Oh, yeah, same old.
Succeed.
Perfect.
You just rolled 1. Oh, you rolled 2. I was like, that's some confidence right there.
Yeah. Well, I also, based on my build, I get to reroll damage dice, or I get to reroll attack dice on the shooting small guns. I reroll 2 dice per roll. I essentially have 4 rolls at all times.
God, that's awesome.
I'm built for one thing, and it's shooting people.
Shooting people.
And the scary part is, I'm built for one thing, and that's talking to people. But I'm obnoxious.
5 damage.
5
Piercing 1.
Yep. You yet again, the sniper has shown his abilities and taken out another one of these vipers on the overpass. There are 2 remaining unharmed.
Okay.
Well, once again, I have fire rate 0, so I cannot take another shot. So that is my turn.
No minor action.
I don't think there's anything I can really do with my minor action.
Yeah, and they're at perfect range, so it's not.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't need to draw an item. I didn't need to aim. There's nothing to interact with. I don't need to move, and I don't need to take a chem. So yeah, I'm literally just like, nope, I'm good where I am. Bang. Bang.
All right, Shireen.
Well, I've had about enough of these ruffians and their primitive weapons making me look bad. I'm going to move. So do I get an easier shot if I'm then up one? Okay, all right. So I'm going to run forward after the hilarity that ensued, and then the kill shot that came in. I'm going to move up, show you how it's done in the annals of science. And so let's see. I'm going to shoot, I guess, any one of these, like, whoever.
But they're both uninjured, both about the same distance. So yeah.
Let's see. Is there anything I need to decide before I click the button?
Would you like to
No.
spend extra on dice to hit? You could add just one. How many AP is the party on at the moment?
3, I believe.
3. Yeah, so you could add 1.
Yeah, I'll add 1. And I have fire rate of 2, so I'm just gonna blast that. I'm gonna blast as many fires as I can. I don't know if I need to do anything. I'll just click it.
Well, that's for the damage later on when you want to add damage dice.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so 1
Just
extra die.
Click the laser eyes. Just click the laser rifle and add 1 extra die.
That's a complication on the 20.
So how do I? Okay, so I can re-roll that 20 though, right? With a luck.
Yeah, if you spend a point of luck, you can re-roll one die.
All right, I'll do that. So how do I get a critical hit? I forgot.
So with energy weapons as your tag skill, the way you would get a critical is if you were to roll a 3 or lower on this roll. You didn't, which is why there's only one success. Criticals contribute to more successes and also can get us more action points.
If you're looking for your feat on a, so you need to do 5 damage or more to a location to have a critical
5
hit.
damage or more.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Well,
Alright,
if
so
you
is there-
add more shots, you can get to that threshold.
So if I want to re-roll this 20, I should just click the D20.
Yeah, just click a d20 and that'll count as the reroll.
All right. Hey, all right.
All
So I
right.
got
So,
2 hits.
you have 2 successes. We only need 1, so you get that AP back that you spent.
Nice, but I don't
And-
get my luck back.
No. And so now you roll damage,
All right, so
and you can spend extra using your fire rate.
okay, yeah. So I'm gonna add addition. I'm gonna do 2, right? So additional die fire rate 2, or do I say 1?
So how much ammo do you want to spend on here? For each ammo you spend, you roll 1 additional damage dice.
Okay, so I want to spend 2. I want to blast this dumb raider into next week.
Yeah, in that case, you would spend the ammo, which is 5 damage with 1
5.
piercing.
5, that's right. Critical hit. Oh no. Is
That is
it
in the
critical hit?
torso. Mm-hmm.
All
and
right, okay. Let
what
me
does
tell you
bloody
something.
mess give you as well?
I know, that's right. Oh yeah, okay, that's right. Shireen is back in business, baby. I have a perk. It's called Bloody Mess. It says the following. It says, when you inflict a critical hit, roll 1, or what does it say? 1 DC. I can't even read that. Let's see.
I will go ahead and also look up the perks so I can help.
Yeah.
Or you can just click on it in the thing and
Roll
Well, I
1
can't.
DC. Oh yeah, can I?
All right.
Can I
DC is a damage dice.
Yep. So if you roll an effect, which is the little Pip-Boy head on a damage dice, you inflict 1 additional injury to a random location.
Okay,
so you have
I
rolled that Pip-Boy, which means you get 2 damage location.
Well, no, this is once you deal the critical hit, you then roll 1 damage dice. So you need to, top of the character sheet, the little Pip-Boy symbol in the top left corner, click that, add 1 damage dice and roll that. And if you roll an effect, you deal an extra damage to a random location.
Okay,
It says
we're learning.
combat dice. So let's see. Let's hope I do this right.
So sadly, that was not an effect. That was a damage, so you don't actually add the damage.
All right.
So should I do this one?
Hang on.
No, nope.
Okay.
Nope. You
All
did
right.
it right. You just didn't roll the thing you needed to roll.
Oh, all right.
You rolled a 1
Yeah,
instead
you're
of
looking for the
6.
Pip-Boy symbol on that.
But you
when
still
roll that dice.
inflicted a critical wound to his torso, which means he's bleeding, which means on your next turn, he takes an extra 2 damage dice worth of damage on his turn.
All right. All right.
Do you need a doctor?
Gonna need a mortician in just a second. A mortician in just a second. Sorry, I gotta get back in it. I should worry about it. You worry about staying on your feet, soldier.
Oh, that's why I have stacks upon stacks of raiders. Forward. It's just his hit points weren't going down properly. And now it is the raiders' go. How many action points am I sitting on there, Karsh?
Looks like 2. And we look like having 3.
All right. Sounds good.
There's no actual like numbers next to them. It's just like a bar.
Well, that's not as helpful as it sounds then.
There's a reason I was keeping track.
I did it last night. Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm not blaming you for the initiative. We just need to know the numbers.
Yeah.
All right. So the first one shoots at the prone Ingrid on the ground, missing. But now this one's going to shoot at the doctor.
Who's offering the services as a doctor to heal them from bleeding to death?
Well, last thing he did was set some of them on fire, so he's not really looking to take him on his word here. I assume you only have a damage rating of 1?
I don't know where damage rating is, but I would say
defense
so.
rating, sorry?
I would say so, but I don't know where that is, yeah.
On your front
if you
page?
go on the core part of your sheet under combat, there should be top under max HP. It should say like defense. I don't know if it's different for the robot sheet, so it might be in a different location. I only know where it is for the human sheet.
No, it doesn't.
Do you have an agility above
defense
9?
one? Yeah, got it.
Yeah,
You don't get it.
Yep.
All right, so he hits you.
Ouch. So that's gonna hurt me 1.
Mm-hmm. In your right leg, or whatever the
Well,
substitute.
Give me a D20 and I can. I've got the
Oh,
numbers on my sheet. I just need the D20 instead.
Okay.
Didn't say what it was. 18 is thruster. So right leg, yeah.
the equivalent of your leg.
Mm-hmm.
And that is their turns.
So 1 damage on my leg. Ingrid, are you looking okay?
Just flat on my back. I'm doing great.
Do you need a doctor?
Killing it. Not imminently.
You obviously weren't trained for Earth gravity. You were trained for Martian gravity, and it's a bit different.
Exactly. It's not my fault.
As in, I can do first aid, like a proper medical first aid.
I mean, I'm not going to say no. I'm not
Okay.
doing terrible, but I'm not doing great.
Yeah, I'll do a proper medical first aid. There's my action.
Yep. So int plus medicine test with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient
Really?
has.
He has 0 injuries.
So that's good. No, there's no successes.
So yeah, you try and quickly patch the wounds of yourself or an ally. Make an int plus medicine test with a difficulty equal to the number of injuries the patient has, and increase the difficulty by 1 if you're trying to perform first aid on yourself. If you succeed, you can either heal HP equal to your medicine rating, treat 1 injury the patient is suffering from, or stabilize a dying patient.
Okay, so you can heal up to your medicine rating. That's what it
But
said. So
I
you
didn't even
heal
get a
for
success. So I can't
but
even
it
do
was
that.
No, because it was a success of 0. You needed 0 successes to treat her.
3 healing then.
Yes.
Yeah, so if the target number is ever 0, you can choose not to roll. You automatically succeed. The only thing you're rolling for is to see if we generate action points or if we get a complication.
Okay.
So it's a 2-sided die. You can roll and hope that you get some more AP if you're down on AP.
Yep.
But it means you may generate a complication.
Okay. That's pretty much. And for a small action, get under cover.
Mm-hmm. You move underneath the pass. Yep. All right, Ingrid.
We're going to try this again.
Good.
So I'm going to use my
I'm going to use my minor action to climb up again. And then I will actually try and use my baseball bat to smack the hell out of anybody who's close to me.
All right.
So I roll athletic strength to see if I make it up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, you generate 2
Oh,
AP.
look at that.
Nice. Okay. Cool. And then
All right,
I'm
so
gonna
now you're
take-
on top. You can see that there is a guy that seems to be scorched from laser fire, bleeding out of his stomach, quite hurt, and then there's an uninjured guy.
I'm gonna go for the uninjured guy.
Mm-hmm.
He looks like he's having too nice of a day right now. And I'm gonna hopefully smack the hell out of him.
You generate another action point.
The green line goes up.
Baseball bat
that's-
doesn't have any bonuses, no. But you can spend to increase damage on a melee attack with
AP.
AP. Since you
AP,
just
okay.
generated some AP, you could try.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Say one additional dice.
And it re-rolls everything.
Yeah, if you're doing that, you're probably better off just rolling the little Pip Boy symbol in the top corner.
Yeah.
You just want to
sorry
take
about
the
that.
first result of the
Yeah,
two.
I'll just take
Yeah.
I'll take so that's 4 damage. Need to roll a location because that's not a crit. But yes, you smack him, walk up and just crack, slap him in the chest with your baseball bat. All right. Isaac, they are both looking about the same.
Well, one of them's in melee, which means I might, on the incredibly off chance I, roll a fumble, hit Ingrid, and Ingrid's already looking bad. So I'll shoot the one not currently in melee combat with Ingrid.
Mm-hmm.
I will take a minor action just to have more rerolls, because why wouldn't I do it?
Yep.
I take the shot. I get 3 successes.
So you generate 2 more AP.
Yep.
Green line goes up. We're up to 7.
And I'll roll the damage. 2, but it does pierce 1. I'll also choose to do center mass, which means I automatically hit the torso.
All right. And that's the one that was bleeding from the guts.
Yep.
And that's piercing, so he takes the full 2. All right. And that ends your turn.
Mhm.
Shrain, roll me 2 combat dice to see what the bleeding does. See if this guy
Let's
bleeds
go.
out before you even get to shoot at him.
Is that the Pit Boy thing?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, I see combat dice. Let's go. Come on, die. Yes, let's go.
And that 1 damage,
Still got it.
he bleeds out.
So long. Scumbag, I'll take those bottle caps from you.
All right. It is your go now. There is still
All right.
one guy in up close and personal with Ingrid.
All right, I'm going to aim and shoot him. Additional dice. Do I need any of those? How many? how
Well,
many
you're getting a
AP?
reroll off the aim action. You're not getting additional dice.
Yeah, but she can add additional dice. if
Oh, yeah,
wants.
she can. I just for
It
the
is
sake of
only
the
a
aim
one. You're only looking for 1 success, so.
All right. Let's. All right,
But
let's
we're looking for a
re-roll that.
success.
God, why am I rolling so horribly? Oh, okay, so I can only re-roll one of them, right? From the aim.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna re-roll this this one that's 19.
Mhm.
I'm gonna do that by going to my character sheet and clicking this one. Hey, I
Hey, a
crit it.
crit for 2
Bam!
successes.
Go
So-
down, go down.
That's another AP
Die.
earned.
All right. Well, look at that. I even got us an AP. So
Oh, we're
now I-
maxed at 7, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
oh, we have a max.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. So the
Roll damage.
my gun 4 damage.
Unless you want to spend ammo to roll more.
Exactly. So you could spend
Oh
ammo.
yeah. I'll spend another ammo. So here we go. Fire rate 2. Let's go. Boom. Yes, he drops dead. That's another critical.
Oh yeah.
Get out of here.
Let's just
Bottle
see. Yeah, as lasers just start raining down upon this man, and as he turns towards Ingrid with his gun at her head, his right arm just explodes into a mush of paste and ash. And then his
welcome.
whole body turns into ash, as per the classic form of the game. But somehow you can still pull the gun and the bottle caps out of this pile of ash.
Welcome to the
bloody mess, though.
wasteland, Ingrid. This is how
Yeah,
we
I
do
think-
things up here.
I think when like the ash and the viscera or whatever like splashes across Ingrid's face, like she's got this look in her eye, realizing that it was Shireen who pulled off the shot. And the look on Ingrid's face really says that she really wants to hold hands before marriage. She's so into this.
That's
So I have a
risky thoughts, when you start thinking like that.
so I have a kind of question for your character, Ingrid. Has Ingrid ever killed anyone before? Is this like because we have just killed human beings, and I don't know if that's something you've experienced. You don't have to answer that now, but I am curious. Yeah, I was about to say I'm just curious to see what the reaction is for. Like, we did kill them. Like these were other people. They ain't giant ants this time.
She's had combat training within the vault, but yeah, never actually. It's all been simulated.
I'm loading the bodies. Pulling
Does anyone need
the
doctor?
bottle caps out of the bloody mess. Wipe it
All
off.
right. So I need you to roll me 4 combat dice. There,
Who, me?
please. Shireen, yes.
Okay, all right. I am happy to. Hells yeah.
You
Killing
find
it.
60 caps.
60.
Guess a bunch of other people paid the toll.
You also find that they have 4 sets of road leathers, 4 pipe guns, and 4 tire irons.
Oh wow. Oh my
what-
gosh.
What ammo? How much ammo are they carrying for the pipe guns?
Boo. It doesn't say. So let's yet again give me 4 combat dice, please, Wolf.
Sure. 2 Pip Boy symbols.
All right. Pipe guns probably use. Ooh, what ammo do pipe guns?
I would assume either 9 or 10 millimeter.
Yeah. So let's say that you find 2 9mm bullets.
They're almost out.
Well, good thing we killed them when we did, I suppose. They didn't have more ammo on them. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take the ammo and pipe guns off of them.
I will also say that there is an ammo container here, and we can do a random ammo roll.
Sure, let's do it. What do we need to roll for that?
I'm just looking at the roll
Think it's a
tables because
survival?
random ammunition.
Oh
You
yes.
think these hooligans have any
All right, so it's 8 plus 4 combat dice worth of 10 mil ammo.
Well, let's roll the 4 combat dice. 12 10 millimeter ammo.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's a pipe gun, haven't pulled up. I'm just trying to see. Pipe gun. They actually use 38.
All right.
So I have two. I have a pipe gun with 2 rounds of 38 and 12 rounds of 10 millimeter.
10 mil. You know, the random luckiness of Fallout universe.
Very much.
I just cleared this whole dungeon where people are using 9 mil submachine guns, yet every ammo box seems to be filled with shotgun shells. What?
Well, it's even funnier because the EC, I looked it up what that was because I got that last time. That's the Gauss rifle ammo. It's not even normal, like power packs or anything. It's what the Gauss rifle uses. So I have this thing that is incredibly rare.
And you also get 68 experience points. Some of
Is
you
that-
will level. And I'm not
Some.
caring about keeping people at the same levels because in this, it's only 1 hit point, 1 skill point, and 1 perk. It's if you're here, you get XP is how I'm going to run it.
All right. I shoot the GM.
Yeah. That will be a difficulty 10
Oh no.
with a
So
complication range of 1 to 20.
Oh, that's fine. I take it back. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't even know who that went. What does GM mean? I don't even know. And look, all I know is we took down these dumbass hooligans that were trying to shake us down. Now what we should do is hang out here and take people's money for a little bit.
Ooh,
We're now going to charge a toll.
6
Price
caps.
has gone up.
Don't we need to get to New Vegas? I don't.
That's true.
I'm not going to waste my time charging people 5 caps per head to come through here.
6 caps then.
I'm gonna
5
keep-
caps
About that.
per leg.
I'm going to just keep walking to New Vegas if that's all right with all of you.
There's a car down there. Wouldn't that be faster?
What's a
There is
car?
a car.
Yeah, there is a car.
Well, I'm not the character. Who cares about that kind of thing?
Well,
And
now,
you can see that
that-
it is surrounded by quite a lot of explosive mines. And there seems to be a sign painted on a piece of wood in front of it. And it just says, "Y'all stay away from Betsy or else get exploded."
Shireen's eyes light up like a slot machine. And she's like, I think I'm going to get to know Betsy a little bit here. I mean, maybe she just needs a soft touch. I make my way over knowing that there's mines. I don't get that close. But I
Okay,
am
yeah. So you say, like, you can
infinitely
see the flashing lights of various different mines all around
Yeah.
this car.
Yeah. Does the car look like it functions? Like if I were to somehow navigate this minefield?
You can roll me a science. I'll call it
You
a
got-
difficulty 2 because you are so far away from it.
All right, I'm going to use 1 additional die. Oh God! What? Oh.
Obviously, that whiskey from last night still
Yeah, right?
hasn't worn off.
Oh God! Oh, I'm not going to spend another luck because I don't know when I'll get luck back. Well, no, I'll spend a luck. I'll spend a luck to re-roll that 3rd one because that's a complication. Is it a complication at 18?
No.
Okay,
No.
all right. All right.
20s
The
are-
complications are only 20 unless the GM has told you the complication
Yeah,
range
that's
is
specific. I've
increased.
specifically said.
All right. Okay, well, I can't make heads or tails of that thing. I'm still a little hazy, and I'm still reliving the glory of blowing that guy's arm off. So hey, anybody here know anything about mines?
Yeah,
Smart on it.
you can see that the ghoul in the party is quite excited about the mines and the car.
Oh. Well, can you do anything about these mines?
And the ghoul
we can get-
replies, "Not while I'm not here."
Yeah, all right. All right.
Thank you, Mr. GM.
Fair enough.
And he seems to be a bit distant in his mind and just sort of wandering around aimlessly.
Yeah.
But
I
following the
assume that-
party and making sure
Yes,
not
but
getting into
following the party,
danger.
yes.
I assume that like the mines would have to require some sort of specialty in explosives or whatever, right?
Yes.
I ain't got that. I got a little bit of it actually. I got a rank 3.
You've
You
got
know
the
what?
maximum in it.
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. And you know what, Ghoul? I don't know what I was thinking. I know all about these mines. Sorry, I was, like I say, I've been drinking, and I'm still excited about blowing some guy's arm off and hauling in some bottle caps here. So I'm going to go and try to disarm the mines.
Yeah. So to get through this minefield, it is an explosives 5.
Explosives 5. So,
You need 5 successes.
all right. And so rank 3 means what? I get 3 dice. So I need additional dice.
No, it means you get 2 dice.
Oh,
You would have to spend 6 AP with
God.
5. Yeah, it's like this
It's not
is a way for the GM to go, hey, guess what? Maybe this might be storyline.
And really, really hard.
Yeah, so you can either bypass my storyline by succeeding on a very hard check, or you can play the storyline.
Or you can TPK and just
Yeah.
throw
Well,
yourself
look,
into the landmines.
Look, is there anything noteworthy about these mines? Like is there just an average mine, or is there something about it that's
I think
scientific?
Well,
I think they're the ones that
unfortunately, your
explode.
scientific check was not good enough to. But you can see these aren't your regular run of mines.
Okay, so the fancy technology.
Okay.
All right.
I think we need to educate Shireen. Let me replay what these mines do, and I replay the audio file, so I don't have a visual of like
of Randy getting his
of
chest
Randy
exploded.
getting blown up. No, not of Randy. No, of the guy that just went and got blown up.
Raider that just recently got exploded. Okay, yes. So you hear.
Okay, so my interest is piqued again, right? So like I must have this car, and 2, I'm very interested in these mines, and I'm interested in who has who is able to just put this who this person is. I now have a single-minded purpose to find who this is.
Well, maybe it's their boss, because they did say their boss doesn't want you touching that.
Oh, you're talking about those hooligans with their stupid pipe guns and no shot. This guy's a different guy. You see that car? It looks like the Batmobile. I don't know if that's in this universe or not. And these mines, those aren't. Look, I failed my science check because I got too wasted, but I could tell those are fancy somehow, right? I mean, look at them. What kind of person would have
But
that
they
technology?
said it was the boss doesn't want you touching that. So maybe it's their bosses.
All right.
Because that's what they said.
Who's this boss guy? And how do
I don't know. Maybe you should ask the people that we just killed.
I asked them and they said, here's 60 caps. They didn't say anything about the boss.
Is there I mean, I'm gonna look at it through my scope. Like, I have repair 3? Does it look like it would even run?
Yeah, you can make a repair 1 skill check.
Just gonna look at it through my scope. I'm not gonna get close to it. I'm not walking up.
I was going to say I was going to try to assist, but yeah.
Hey, I know if the car can run.
Yeah, you certainly do.
She's a beauty.
Oh, because it's not a tag skill yet. So yeah, it looks like it runs, but is out of. You can see on the back port, it's a fusion cell.
Yeah.
Slot, and then the fusion cell is not there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it looks like it would run if a fusion cell was able to be put in it.
Oh, I
anyone got any ideas on his complication?
It's a minefield.
Oh, I said I'm looking at it through the scope,
from a
man,
distance.
specifically.
He said he was looking at it from a distance.
I covered that part of this.
He slips on a banana peel.
All the way down the hill
towards the minefield.
Into the minefield. I'm willing to. How about like the pipe pistol I just picked up? Like, I'm looking at it over the overpass. It kind of falls out, and I just lose the pipe pistol I picked up. Like, it's just lose that piece of equipment. Okay,
I'll take that.
Right. Well, shit. There goes that. All right, whatever.
We still got 3 more.
So this boss guy, what do we know? So So did somebody yell at us and say the boss doesn't want to touch it, or is there a sign?
So
So
You
I
heard-
point out like the bits of the person that came down in bits. That person tried to touch it, and when he went to touch it, the people that were like that didn't need doctor's assistance, they said the boss doesn't want you touching that.
Yes.
Okay,
The boss
so-
doesn't want you. What they said exactly was the boss doesn't want you near it. It's dangerous.
Terrain is suddenly all business. Says, "Take me to your boss."
I think the bits
they're all
aren't going
dead.
to answer
Like,
you. Well, you
we
mean the
don't
ones up
know
there?
who their boss is. We don't know where their base is. Like,
Take me to your boss.
Maybe they've got a
Uh,
business card.
Who's asking the
Terrain-
Brotherhood of Steel? The Brotherhood of Steel is asking to see your boss.
who are you talking to?
Can there be like a decapitated head that's just like
Am I-
on the ground? That Ingrid is very
Trying to
pointedly
have-
not making eye contact.
All the people who would know who the boss is are.
Apparently, I'm holding a head in my hand of hair, decapitated head, and yelling at it. I didn't know that. I thought there was somebody said that. I thought somebody said that that's the boss's car, or the
Right.
boss.
So that
doesn't want
was
you to touch
Doctor
it.
replaying the conversation they had while we were walking up before we killed them all.
Oh, okay. So I got confused. All right. Hey, forget what I said about that Brotherhood of Steel stuff. I don't know what I was thinking of.
I mean, this
but-
you've mentioned the Brotherhood like 3 or 4 times before
It's
this
true, I have,
point.
like the flag on here. and
Actually, it's
everything.
about 7, and I start replaying. Like each.
All right, look. Do we know? No way the man who owns this car and is able and has those minds. Whoever has that, there's no way it's one of those guys with the pipe pistols. There's no shot.
Could be their boss.
Well, yeah. Where's this boss of theirs?
Not here.
We got to find him. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm going to find him. And I suggest if you want to maximize your chance of survival out here, that you fall in with me and we find out how we can get a hold of this beautiful, sweet looking car.
Are you a doctor?
Yes, I'm a doctor.
I don't believe you.
It doesn't matter. I'm a doctor of awesome stuff like this car.
Not even parked in Boston Yard or anything.
That's right, Harvard. Yeah, this car.
Well, I've been walking through the wasteland just fine. I've never seen anyone drive one of these things before. I can tell you it's missing a fusion cell, and that ain't going to run without one.
Yeah, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. But a fella, if you're asking me, that has a car like this wants to protect it. God knows if it runs. It's in pretty decent shape just by looking at it from here. They must have some notion of getting a fusion cell.
I've always wondered what a fusion cell would be like to be hooked up to.
Well, you know what? Let's hope you never find out, because if you tried to hook it up to something, I'd snap that thing right out of your hand faster than you could probably throw a
Spit it out.
I can't think of what your thing is that you do.
Me.
I couldn't come up with it faster than you could put a patch a hole in my chest poorly.
Like we did for the ghoul, but we used super glue. It was good patching.
Okay, well, whatever.
Look, he's got a hole in his chest and he's still
I'm not leaving.
alive.
Look.
Can't do much about the skin condition, though.
If we got to part ways here, that's regrettable. But I cannot leave without trying to investigate this car.
If you would like to walk through the minefield to the car to look at it, you're more than welcome to. I'm not going to do that. I don't have a fusion cell on me to get it to run. I don't know where their boss is. And frankly, I don't care about walking. So I'm fine to keep walking.
And I don't have an umbrella for when your bits fall down from the sky.
We'll just hide under the overpass.
Oh,
It's fine.
right here.
All right. Okay. Look, I understand that you don't understand why I'm horny about this car. I don't know what to tell you. Know, like I say, just look at it. It's curvy, beautiful. You know, what else do you want?
Did you
And
lose
yes,
your
that's
virginity in a
me,
car just
but
like that?
Just, I held hands in a car once, and that was pretty risque. But okay, so how about this? I tried a diplomatic approach. Just how about we look around to see if anybody knows anything about this car? There's a little bit around here for a while.
I'm fine with we'll spend the day doing that, but I will let you know the
All right.
problem. Hold on. Allow me to continue my sentence. We have just killed the people who were taking tolls on the road. They are clearly part of a gang that does not have their base immediately here. If someone comes from that gang looking for them and finds a bunch of people looking around to figure out what the hell's going on with the car, they're probably going to report it back to the rest of the gang, who we don't know how big they are. And
We
if
can
a
make
bunch
friends
of
with them too.
Well, they may come
I'm not
around-
saying that it is a bad idea to get the car if we could. I am saying it is a very low possibility of doing it right this second without knowing more information about where they are, how many there are, and
Yeah.
even if they got the fusion cell to get it running. So we got a
Yeah.
couple problems here. So if everyone agrees that's what we want to spend our day doing, that's fine. But I am letting you know the issues I'm immediately seeing around us. It's my job. Keep an
You're
eye
not
out for
wrong.
trouble.
Look. I am going to admit begrudging respect for you. For now, we'll see how it goes. I'll probably blast your ass into next week one of these days. But for now, you got my begrudging respect. And so, yeah, you're right. We don't know if there's going to be more people coming here being assholes to us. But you know, if you're willing to spend a little bit of time today to just poke around and see, because you know, once we're gone, this whole thing here, it's going to be gone. I
Right,
feel
well, so-
I feel like we might have stumbled on something real beautiful here.
Ingrid,
Turn
are
to
you
Doc.
observing this? I think this is what they class as flirting in the wasteland.
Doctor, that doesn't make sense because Isaac and the ghoul are together, remember? You told me yesterday that they're lovers.
Did I tell you that? I may have been lying.
I don't know. Everything's so much easier in the vault where everyone's cousins.
I
It's less
know.
confusing.
What? Oh,
When you can track your family tree in a Venn diagram and it all comes back to the same spot, it just makes it so much easier. Everything
It's so
is
much
circular
easier
in the
when your
vault.
family tree is a wreath. Yeah, exactly.
do vault dwellers not know you shouldn't have sex with your family members?
They have to. They're all family members. There's just not a, you know what I mean?
That's why we take them to Mars.
But aren't the people on Mars the people from the vault?
But they might be from different vaults.
I guess that could be true.
And when I do
Whatever.
that, like the pincher does that as the point of like the.
Yeah, some random, guy from the NCR is probably like, all the vaults I've ever seen have been horrible death traps. So he's just like, maybe some people got to Mars in their vaults, and maybe Mars is just a horrible death trap. I don't know.
But Mars is a good place. It's not a death trap.
Exactly. Only the best people from Vault 404 go to Mars.
Mm-hmm. It is not a death trap.
All right, then. I will do as I agreed to start, I guess, searching the bodies that are left for, I don't know, they got like some hand-drawn map to wherever the base is for these guys or something.
Or khakis.
But what about just
Can I?
looking?
Well, in that case, this is a desert, and it's not like there's rain a bunch. Did they like leave tracks from where they came from?
Sure, you could give me a survival check on that.
Yeah, as well.
Perception survival.
Sure. Difficulty.
let's call it a 2.
How many AP do we currently have, Karsh?
Maxed out 7.
I'll spend 1. Sure. 2 successes.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, you can see that it seems that these guys come up from the south.
Which is
And
the
you know
opposite
that-
direction from where we're going now.
Yeah.
Is there anything around like say I am wondering whether maybe the gang has nothing to do with this car, right? Whether the boss is from like something else. Do I, from just looking around, do I see anything at all that would indicate that there's somebody else here? No.
Nope.
So this is just a dead end. This beautiful car right here.
Maybe we can ask around in the next town.
'Cause
What?
I ain't going
Oh.
back down south.
It kind of
I don't
seems
want-
like a sign. Maybe the stars are aligning, like Mars telling us that we should move on.
I thought
to
Mars was a
Vegas,
planet.
or-
Is it a star?
Mars
I'll admit,
can also
astrology
be a
is not a
god.
big thing taught in the NCR other than like tracking your location by the stars, but I was told Mars was a planet. So is it a planet or a star?
Also a candy bar.
That's new.
It doesn't matter what it is. It's just where I'm going. Maybe we should head to New Vegas so I can get to Mars.
All right, well, if we see another town along the range, Shireen, we'll stop and ask them about the car. Maybe they know more about it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know that the
All right.
town of Novak is to the north. You've been told this is where you should head next.
All right.
Let's go to Novak then.
Yep. Stay on the highway. Just keep walking.
I take a picture of the car. A bunch of pictures.
With what?
With my mind. I'm going like this with my fingers.
Does my pet boy have a camera?
Unfortunately,
Oh, yeah.
not.
Not a feature ever included in the Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
Up until the next game where it has a photo mode or something, and they're going to be like, now the Pip-Boy can take photos all of a sudden for whatever
Yeah.
reason. It's like,
Yeah.
why was that a thing that it...
And now it can take photos from 5 meters away and up from you, so it can look really, really pretty and has filters.
For Steam
What kind of
achievements.
car?
Mm.
I mean,
So,
maybe
stream
it's just a
achievements.
regular car. Maybe there's nothing maybe there's nothing real. I'm
I mean,
like
I
talking
can let you-
myself down.
So the only thing I know about that thing is lacking a fusion cell. Otherwise, it seems like it could probably run. I didn't check the engine. Maybe the
Yeah.
engine's just gone. But from what I could see, it just needs a fusion cell. And I ain't getting close to it to look at the engine. So
Yeah, all right. All right, well.
we'll
we
go
could
check
try
up in Novak, see if they know anything.
All right, yeah, let's go. I ain't going down south, I'll tell you that.
Maybe Novak has a car dealership.
Maybe.
All right. And you guys start heading northwards towards Novak, and we will call it there.
As a continued conversation about a car just keeps happening as we walk.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still looking at this car. I was like, do cars like that? Is that just a? See, I just don't know. I guess we don't know. It could be a regular car that's just preserved from like the pre-war, but I bet you it's not. I bet you it's
Yeah.
not.
It could be
Wondering-
It might be
Yeah.
DLC.
Why would the GM put a picture of a car there if it was just a car?
That's right. Right?
The only working car that seems to be left in all existence because
Yeah.
every other call in Fallout does not work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
There's
guessing
no
it's
way that's a
DLC.
regular car.
Horse armor.
It says broken down car, but I don't know. I don't know. I think more out of gas, but
All right. So
Either way. Outros. Dr. Oblong, would you like to start?
Sure. Hey, I have been your overseer for this episode. I'm Dr. Oblong. I'm also an electronic music artist. You can check out my music at SoundCloud/Dr. Oblong. That's about it.
Okay. Wolf.
Hi, I'm Wolf of Red Roses. I was playing Isaac Bolton today. You can find me on itch.io at Wolf of Red Roses Studio. That's where my game design work is done. And if you ever happen to come to a convention where I'm running a game, feel free to tell me that you watched this show, and I would be like, "That's cool. Hey, how you doing?"
Hey, it's nice to meet the one person.
Or if any of the other cast members ever watch and find me out in the wild, you can also stop and say, "I'm also in the Goblin Cave," and I'll be like,
that's right.
"That's great. I can maybe catch one show a week at best because I do not have time due to work." But anyway, yeah, itch.io/Wolf of Red Roses Studio. That's where you can find me and my game design work.
And our published writer.
I'm VJ Stonecraft, and I played Ingrid. You can find me on Twitter at VJ_Stonecraft. I'm a horror TTRPG writer. You can come say hi at PAX West and at Necronomicon up in Providence. I'll be speaking there on 3 different panels if you happen to be going to that convention. You can also now check out my written work, The Cthulhu by Gaslight Investigator's Guide, which is in pre-release now. There's also more coming from me, from Chaosium. So give it a look if you're interested.
And just quickly, what is Cthulhu by Gaslight, for those that don't know?
So Cthulhu by Gaslight is the 19th century Victorian era setting for Call of Cthulhu. And I am an author for the Investigator's Guide and a scenario author for an upcoming collection.
And Polly, welcome back.
Hello, it's been a while, but I am back here. My name's Polly, and I am pleased to be back playing with you here on Goblin Cave TV. I don't have anything to promote at this time, but I'm pleased as punch to be back and playing a little bit of this game and obsessing for the next week about what this car is about.
I doubt it's only going to be for a week. Oh boy.
Yeah, that's right. Sometimes I get my idea, chalky too. Hopefully, we're in the search for that.
And it's great to be back. Sorry I weren't here last week. I had an issue with my son being very, very sick, and we couldn't play because I couldn't be here. Hi, my name's Karsh. It's great to be back role playing. We've got a few more shows in pre-production. In theory, we have Chronicles coming back very, very soon, but we just found out that one of our players is not going to be there. So we're going to have to work around that. Also working on Outlaws of Pathfinder. I'm going to start working on that soon. And you can find me at PAX Australia, or PAX AU, or PAX Melbourne, or whatever you'd call it. I'll be running games for Chaosium there. I don't know if it's going to be Call of Cthulhu, RuneQuest, or Pendragon, but I put my hand up for all 3 because I like all 3 and think they're really great. So I'm going to be there in a few months' time. And like, subscribe, all the bits and pieces. Leave comments down below. What did you think? We're still learning the system, but I think we're all lovers of the IP.
Some people are still learning the system. Some of us read the book and actually know what's happening.
Can I get an arrogance check? That's a 4 difficulty.
I think that's a 0.
So if I fail, does that mean I'm not arrogant?
I think that's a 0 because
I'll roll
it's guaranteed
it, I guess.
success of arrogance. I haven't read the book, but it's fun. I'm enjoying it,
Okay.
and it's great to be back with these cast members as well. It'd be great to get everybody back at once. So looking forward to that hopefully soon. But thank you, everybody, and 2 successes on the.
Not 1, but 2.
And that's a critical on that. But yeah, we'll be back next week, and thank you, everybody, for coming in and watching it, and thank you, everybody, of course, for this, and of course, Dr. Oblong for creating this insane asylum, which is going to be this game. So, bye, everybody, and let's go for the credits. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.